To wrap up this section, I want to show you these charts that just compare ADHD to autism. These are two of the most common neurodiverse challenges we're going to see in the classrooms. And notice that ADHD is biological, all right? It's not a learning disability. Autism is a neurodevelopmental condition, all right? They both are going to provide challenges to students to function in our educational environment, but they're two very different things. However, you are going to see some overlap in terms of here are some of the characteristics that we'll tend to see. So if you look over here, our students on the spectrum, they like order, routine. You know, if an earthquake happens in the middle of class, fire alarm goes off, they often get very emotionally upset because they don't like those changes in the routine. So that's something that's different. But look here, our students with ADHD often struggle with social skills. They interrupt others. They don't listen to what they're saying. But here, our students with autism also struggle with the social skills. So just take a minute to look at some of those signs. And here's a continuation of that. So the interrupting for students with the ADHD. And they might also be very sensitive to sounds and smells. Same with students who are on the spectrum, the sensory processing issues. So when we look at the emotional and social impact, students with ADHD often have a hard time making and keeping friends because of their impulsivity, because, like I said, interrupting other people, not paying attention to them. And our students on the spectrum also have many of those same difficulties. They can't, their social skills, knowing how to relate to other people, to show empathy, to show interest, oftentimes are just not there. And then lastly, we haven't yet talked about IEPs. We will next week. But both of these types of students are eligible for an individual education plan, an individualized education plan. Here it's under other health impairment. Autism would be, it's its own separate category. All right. And students who are on the spectrum often need special education to help with the academic content. Students with ADHD, they don't have a learning disability, but there are other things getting in the way of them being successful in the classroom. So look at some of the things. Where they sit in the classroom is very important. Having a place that's not distracting, being able to break long assignments into smaller bite-sized pieces. All of those things can really help students with ADHD. All right, so I hope that gives you a little bit more information about these two neurodiverse challenges that we're facing. And in the following video, we're going to get into our emotional and behavioral disorders.